Three Sons Garage here, and tonight we're going to try and figure out why we keep burning rear motors out of our Clodbuster. It's like the third one in a month. Just messing around with it. Feels like we got a lot of drag on this rear axle. So I'm wondering if we got a bearing that let go and it's hanging this axle up and it's creating drag on the motor, and we're wearing them out, but we're going to find out. So we're going to take it apart and see if we can figure out what the heck is going on. Now, I know we're overpowered, right? We're running 3S with stock motors, but usually I don't really have any problem. Like the original, the front motor, that's still original, but the rear, we're on like number 4. And like I said, I think something's hanging up in this rear axle, and we're creating drag and burning the motor out. Our Hobby Wing Quick Run 880 ESC, it's never let me down. It's been a really good speed controller. So let's get this rear axle apart and let's see what's going on. So we just took the knuckle apart there, and it looks like we got about 10 pounds of leaves wrapped around that axle there. Also, I noticed we're missing the little things that stick out of the back of the wheel. It's supposed to look like this. So you got these guys here that drop onto your wheel, and they actually grab the wheel to help turn the whole assembly. So we're stripped out there. So if you guys don't have drive on your Clodbuster, look at your axle first, or look at your wheel and see if you're stripped out in the back. That's a weak point there. I go through a lot of wheels. Just always make sure you're checking, make sure your wheels are tight, like after a run, because once they loosen up, you're gonna strip them right out. And like I always tell the boys, easy on the wheelies. That also rips them off too. Alright guys, so it looks like we're in luck. Had a spare up on the shelf. A little different tread pattern, as you can see. The one that was on it looked like this. Here's your stock Clodbuster tire. I actually spent time a long time ago with a Dremel and ground these tires down. But so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw that one on for them. And I guess we'll have to order a set of wheels, because these tires are kind of cool looking. While we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go over all our nuts and bolts here on the rear and make sure everything's in place. And we'll put it all back together and see if we got power to the rear wheels. There's our nest of leaves. It was a lot thicker than I thought. It was definitely, it had to be holding that axle up, creating drag. So it wasn't a bearing, it was the damn leaves. Loose 4-link and a bent shock bracket. We'll straighten that out and get that 4-link tightened back up. Doesn't look too bad. Guys, make sure you get yourself some of these axle savers here. Like these, here's some aluminum ones right here. But put these in there. You'll save yourself a lot of headache pulling them gearboxes apart every other day, you know, replacing your axle tubes because they broke. If you got some crazy drivers like I do, you're definitely gonna, you know, should probably invest in them. It'll save you some headache. What's your opinion on these Amazon servos? These guys have been on here for probably over a year now. I have not replaced one. So I'm just curious of what you guys think. I've been buying them, putting them on the nitros just for, you know, these, you know, Willet starts. Just, they're easy to throw on and cheap just to get them going if we need one. But what's your opinion on them? Do you guys use them, or what do you use? We've got some serious frame damage here. You got, see the crack there? And then look, right there. Oh man. And the front. Yeah, I think our frame stiffener there is the only thing holding this thing together, but hey, getting their money's worth, right? My dad actually found this truck, well, most of the truck in his basement. He was cleaning it out and found it down there and gave it back to me, I don't know, like last fall. So I put it back together. I think this is the original rear axle. I had to get a front for it over the summertime because we blew that one apart. But I tell you what, it's still living. So no body on it, but I think, you know, we'll probably end up getting a new chassis for this down the road once they get done with it, if they ever get done with it. Okay, guys, there you have it. We're back together again. See if we can make it last another week, hopefully.